Happy Easter, everyone. Welcome to our next episode of Chatty Art. Sandra, it's her turn today, and you're going to do, what was it, Sandra, that you were going to take us
I
through?
today am going to be making or demonstrating paper and bookmarks.
Oh,
So it could be for your office or if you're reading a good book.
yeah.
That's what they look
Oh, I
like.
love it. Yeah, that is so Easter as well. Love the color.
Yeah. I just happen to have that one. And so that's what, kind of gives you an idea what they're going to look like. And I'll just quickly show you a few of their samples.
Oh,
And these are wrapped in cellophane, so
yeah,
ready to sell.
it's
So
beautiful. And how much would you be selling those for? Do you know?
it depends if I do wholesale.
Okay,
Um, the wholesaling, I probably would do $3 a piece.
right. Wow, that's brilliant.
Retail, they could probably sell for like
Yeah.
$8 or $9.
Oh, there's so many. They're beautiful.
Yeah, so they're, that's what's fun. They're all different, so you just put them all together. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to turn the camera.
Yeah, let's go then. Let's do it.
So the first thing we're going to do is get your glue gun ready. And um, you need like a piece of paper just to put in between here and where the paper would normally go because we're going to glue this little piece of felt.
Okay.
That's going to protect it from gluing the whole thing together. So you couldn't be able to put the paper through.
All right. Got it. Got it.
Okay, so just about there. And then I'm going to use this button as the base.
Mm.
So here we go, putting the glue and putting it on. And then you're going to press it down.
Okay.
Press it down to get that felt to stick to the button. Okay, once we've done that, we can pull that off.
Yeah,
So that's what it's going to look like on the back.
right.
And if you want, you can get different colored felt or fabric. You can just use your imagination. Just,
Yeah.
people, I don't think people really care that much. It's just going on a book. You're not going to see that part. But anyways,
Right.
now you got to design what you want to do. So I'm going to use this little doodad
Oh, cute.
and I'm going to attach it over here, kind of just off the side, because I'm going
Yeah.
to, with the glue gun. So bear with me because you know, it's going to be trying to stick to everything every time I pull it off. Okay, anyway, so we're going to do it there. And now I'm going to go over on this side here,
Okay.
put that there.
Oh, I like it. I like the your choice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And then we're going to take a little bow and put a dab of glue. We're going to put that there.
Oh,
And then we're going to take another little bow.
wow.
I'm in a bow mood.
Wow, yeah.
And put it over here.
Wow.
Like maybe kind of glue it up. You can fiddle around with it how you want to put it. Something like that, I guess. And then get rid of all the little streamers from the glue.
How good.
Always, it's, uh, it's always an issue, right? With everything you do. Then, okay,
Fun.
I could put that there, but I don't want to. I've chosen to put this one here. Get off there, that glue again.
I like how you're talking to the glue, like it's
Oh my gosh, I have a whole conversation when I'm designing stuff. My cats probably think I'm nuts. So,
they'll be used to you now if you do it often.
yeah. Well, when you have cats, that's what happens. You end up talking, you know,
Yeah.
and you're alone. And it's like, sometimes you're like, wow, I'm talking to myself, but not really because you blame it on your cats because they're in the house. And
Well,
so
did you ever see the movie Shirley Valentine? She used to talk to
no.
the wall, just talking to the wall. She's like, "Hi, wall." Yeah.
Oh my, that's so funny. So that's that part. Okay, that's what I'm doing with that. And then I'm going to get a glue stick, so I'm going to use some silver because that's the first thing I could find.
Right.
I probably would have used the gold. I don't know why. I guess the silver is the best because this is silver, that
Yeah.
paper clip itself. It's a big paper clip, and it's the ones I used for my handmade pens. So
Right.
a pen can actually go onto this as well.
Did you just get
Come
it from a
on.
craft store then, do you? The clips?
Yeah, you can order them on Amazon or um I use Temu, but
Yeah.
I'm using black now.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that makes it pop more, doesn't it? The black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so that's, you could probably get them at like Hobby Lobby. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if you could get I've never checked, but maybe you can get them at a stationery store,
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyways, that would be a finished product. See, then it just goes on like this.
Wow.
And then, I use if you look at our last one of our last two, I think it was two shows ago,
Yes.
um, I made the display cards,
Yes. So
less stressed on the back. I did little sayings you can put on there. But see, this is what I make them for. Or, you can do the cards for whatever, earrings,
yeah,
whatever.
nice way to present.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So there
oh,
you have it.
I love it. That's such a lovely gift for Easter as well. So how many people read? Well, not everybody reads a book, but I do. I'm the old-fashioned type. I do like to hold a book in my hand if I'm going to read a book.
And then you can make them this length too. Well, this is the same size clip.
Oh, nice.
So this size, works better sometimes, depending on how big you're putting, how
It's
much stuff you're going to buy.
yeah, I
This is a
like
little bit
it.
small for
Yeah,
this, but yeah. So, yeah, I went in the bookstore the other day, in our little village here,
yeah,
and they're busy all the time. So,
right.
but I noticed, what was I going to say? Oh, about books. Yeah, about your reading books still.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, people are still reading books because
yeah.
there's a lot of people in that bookstore. Every time I go in, there's like a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
walking around, and it's a two-story bookstore.
Right.
So, for nowadays when stores are closing, to open up a two-story bookstore when you can
Wow.
online, like, you can download books.
Yes. Yeah.
I
And
just thought,
there's still the libraries here in the UK, although there's not as many. They're still really popular. I used to work in a library, so yeah, I saw a change in it. But yeah, this it's a place where people like to come together as well. Also, people like to use it as a just a place to get some headspace, because there's quiet areas in the library and just to feel
yeah,
around people. Yeah.
yeah, and I know a lot of people go there to study too. I remember seeing students go to the library because all the information's there if they need it.
Yeah, your library's still popular then. I mean, they are here pretty much.
They're still open. I mean, I'm not a library person per se because I'm not really much of a reader. I'm more of a doer. Go do
Yes.
this, do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like going in there and just rummaging around though,
Mhm.
and looking at all the titles and the covers. I guess that's more design.
Yeah, no, I can see why like that. I used to be when I worked there, it was terrible because we were allowed to, take out books as well, but we were allowed to take out a lot more. We could take out about 20 books at a time. So
Oh,
people would be bringing new ones back and I'd see the title and be like, oh, I have to read that. So that's coming home with me. And I ended up with way too many books at home. Never got through them. I'm sort of one of those, I'll start reading it. If it doesn't grab me, then I'm like, next. But yeah, there's just so many ideas, isn't there, in books? That's the thing. You can get so much knowledge, other people's.
yeah. I mean, that's the problem with me for reading books, right? I mean, unless it's about nutrition or something that I want to learn about. Like I could never read like a romance novel. I know
Yeah.
people love them, but my life has kind of been like that in the past. So I like, oh, I've been there, done that. I don't really need to read that. As a
Yeah,
matter of fact,
I've lived it. You
you
have
know?
a pretty amazing, yeah, life.
So yeah, but anyways, gotta learn to quit saying yeah. I notice I say yeah a lot.
You? I've not
Yeah,
noticed
I did it again.
that. I'll be hearing it now. I haven't noticed it. It
I,
hasn't stuck out to me. Obviously, you're feeling it, but not, I haven't. I know that I
but
say a lot. That's what I say that quite a lot in yeah.
yeah, that's common too. A lot of people say that. Like if you watch videos, well, everyone does, you'll notice there's a lot of repeating, yeah, or you
Mhm.
know, like
Yeah.
I just said, no, but so
You do pick that up though with people's language. We have that certain words that we use, like filler words, when you're a
yeah,
bit nervous and you don't want to have that silence. You'll fill it with a word, and most people have a common word they keep using. But that's training in presentation, isn't it? You got to pick up those words and learn to sort of. I guess it's giving yourself that time to just breathe because you feel like you've got to keep going when you're on camera, and it's like, oh, if there's a silence, I need to fill it with something, because it's like you feel like you're making you uncomfortable or the audience uncomfortable, and they're like waiting, like, come on, give us, because it's like that constant need for
yeah.
just entertaining, I guess, isn't it? Give me more, 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 more. Mm.
And if you're just having a conversation with just a friend or anyone, and you're just because you're just listening and you're not like normally maybe you talk a lot more and go back and forth, but now you're like trying to, because I've done this. Now I'm trying to be a better listener. So when I do that, it's like people like think there's something wrong. It's
What's the
like,
matter with you, Sandra?
oh, they're judging me, or like immediately like people start thinking like, what's going on? This is not your norm.
That's
This
interesting, isn't it? Because people do get used to being a certain way. I think that's why it's hard. Say if you wanted to change your life and you wanted to be a different way, like you're saying, I want to listen more. People want you to stay in that old way. It's like it feels uncomfortable to them. So you're almost like shifting their world in a way. It's like people have to adjust. So it's like you've got that added layer as well to try and change, helping the others to adapt to that change within you, I guess. So you can see why when people say like they're going on a diet or they want to do a new thing like bad habits, that the partners sometimes become resistant to it because they're so used to their partner being like, and then if they lose some weight or something, and they change the way they are, it might make them feel uncomfortable in their lives. So yeah, it interests me all that kind of thing, human interactions,
yeah,
relations.
for
Yeah.
sure happens. I mean, you've seen that a lot in relationships, male, female, like they get threatened.
Yeah.
First love it. They think, oh, new chick in the house, or new wifey or new husband.
Yeah.
And then while it's like now you're noticing they're getting looks when they're walking in the mall or wherever. And then you start thinking, I mean, I haven't personally done this because I've never been with someone that's I'm not attracted to,
Right.
but you see it all the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've got friends that have experienced that and expressed that kind of sentiment about, they're not feeling comfortable now that he's lost all that weight. He's in the gym all the time.
Yeah.
Girls in him out.
Mm.
We're funny people.
Oh gosh, yes.
Humans funny.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, I love those designs. Another wonderful gift to give people, and it's quite quick to make, actually. I didn't realize how quick they are to put together.
Yeah, that's why I like the kind of arts and crafts that I'm doing this year.
Mm.
Because card making is fun and it's fast, and you can use so many different mediums.
I'm sure it was quick when we watched you doing it. Whether I did it myself that quick is another, because you're used to doing them. It's like, yeah, the intricacy and getting the right. I think it's also getting the right things that are going to match. Sometimes they don't always, where I think you've got those skills where you just know quickly what to put together and it's just going to work because you've done it.
Yeah, I mean the key is you have to have a fair amount of supplies on hand, unless you're going to have something in mind already, like, okay, I'm going to do a pink,
Yeah.
I don't have the things that I have in my mind that I want to make. So then I have to go to the store and look and buy, And that can be a problem because then you can't find what you want. So then you switch it up to something else. And you know what I mean? So, like, if you have, that's why I have a lot of different supplies on hand because that way I can just go at it and have fun,
Yeah.
and I don't have to truck to the store and spend extra money too because you know what that's like when you're an artist and you're in Hobby Lobby
Oh, I can imagine.
or
Yes.
yeah, and then they have the sale and all this other stuff. You're like, oh, well, I'll just pick some of this up. I don't know when I'll use it. And I've got a lot of that too in my cupboard.
Thanks again, Sandra. We'll be back again. My turn again. The role's been reversed. We'll see what happens next week. So thanks everybody for watching. And yeah, thanks, Sandra, for your time.
Thank you. And happy Easter again, everybody.
Yeah, happy Easter. Take care,
Talk to
everyone.
you.
Bye.